I've always been in awe of artists who can draw and paint from pure imagination. For me, they are like magicians, turning a blank page into something truly captivating on the spot with just a pen and some colors. Hey everyone, I'm Chie and welcome to my channel. Today I'm taking you along my journey to develop that magical skills I have always admired and haven't yet mastered. For this challenge, I will be drawing a Japanese storefront entirely from my imagination. So stick around until the end to see how it all comes together. When I first started drawing using a dip pen and ink, I would mostly draw from memory with a sprinkle of imagination. But very quickly, I ran out of those mental snapshots and began to rely on the references more and more. Eventually, I reached a point where I couldn't draw anything without a reference. And even worse, I was mainly copying what I saw without adding anything personal or creative. I realized this had become a big problem when one day someone asked me to draw something from memory, and my mind went completely blank. Luckily, I stumbled upon a solution that helped me break free from my predicament. Since I love drawing architecture, I decided to create my own little encyclopedia of interesting architectural elements. I started by sketching things like ornate windows, decorative door arches, and even details like air conditioning units, signages, and decorative potted plants in my sketchbooks. As I kept drawing, my collection of architectural details grew. Eventually, I found I had enough elements to combine them into something totally new. The best part is some of these details got stuck in my memory and I can now visualize them in my mind. After 2 months of training myself this way, I felt ready to tackle something I used to think was impossible, drawing a full building from my imagination. And I decided to draw a Japanese storefront because I've always loved them. Without a reference, I had to make all the design decisions myself. I started by choosing the type of store, a 3-story restaurant, and then figuring out the large shapes like windows and doors. I added 2 large display windows to display food and drinks to add to the characteristics of a restaurant. And I also tested my idea first with a sketch before moving on to the final piece. Once the big shapes were done, I move on to adding details to the shop. Things like Japanese nolen curtains, beer bottles, food platters, beverage crates, and even made up a name for the store. Before painting it in watercolor, I decided on a light source to make sure my shadows look consistent in the final work. It felt satisfying to finally design a building from scratch using only my imagination. There was this incredible freedom in choosing the architectural elements and the colors I wanted with no reference holding me back. And here it is, my imagined Japanese storefront. I'm extremely happy with how it turned out, and I can confidently say that the training paid off. It is such a rewarding feeling to create something entirely from your own mind, and I can't wait to make more imaginary buildings like this. Have you ever tried drawing from imagination? I would love to know your experiences in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future art adventures. And I will see you in the next video.